Well, major Facebook investors, including huge public pension funds and state officials, are pushing for Mark Zuckerberg to be ousted as chairman of the company's board. They're joining a shareholder proposal that was filed by Trillium Asset Management back in June. Since Zuckerberg has about 60% of Facebook's voting shares, the move is largely symbolic. But Susan, doesn't this show that Zuckerberg's in a little bit of trouble here?
I think it shows that Facebook's in a little bit of trouble at this point. They obviously have lost faith in some of their users. Recently, we had Instagram founders leaving the company as well. That's like, what, a third asset that they've bought where the co-founders have left. So it makes you think, how difficult is it to work for Mark? And is he the right leader at this time for a difficult time for the company?
Jonas, just one of these pension funds is the New York pension fund. It has 4.7 million shares. So they got some influence. Zuckerberg's got to listen to these guys, right?
He does not have to listen any more than if the people who have their money in this pension want the pension fund managers changed. That's about how much influence they have.
Absolute power.
Well, it controls the Look, he started the company.
You think he can totally ignore this?
No. He won't ignore it in the sense that if he ever loses power, it's going to be by, to quote Mitt Romney, self-deportation from the job. Because America and the globe is losing their, they've looked at these tech executives like the kings that they are, and queens in some cases, although not Theranos. But these people have pushed it. Elon Musk, a lot of these guys, and people are like,
so sell the stock.
I know.
That's the problem. That's what they're mad about.
Sell it. And
this is a free country. I can't get out of Social Security. Can't get out of Medicare.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you there's been a noticeable shift.
Right off your state and local taxes anymore either.
In regulations.
Scott,
they're mad because they're losing money on the shares, and Zuckerberg is not going to give up this company for anything. Nobody's going to push him out. I mean, you guys got to remember, like you said, he started this company in his dorm room when he couldn't get a chick to talk or even look at him.
Well, that's not true, actually.
So I thought it was. Oh, that's what
he married his college sweetheart.
Well, yeah, but she wasn't talking to him before he had the thing. Now, here's the other thing, though, too. It's like the company needs him, though. You talked about Instagram. That was one of the best deals that they ever did in tech. So Zuck is still a good leader. He screwed up the security and the privacy thing, but who hasn't messed something up in tech?
I just find it funny that Scott is trying to give Zuck some dating advice.
I know how he feels.
I mean, really?
Let's just put it that way. Okay, the cat's out of the bag. I know how he feels. I know
Zuckerberg is not Elon Musk. He's not crazy. He is a very, very sincere person. He's serious about trying to make this company work. So I think he's going to listen to these people and maybe try to tweak around the edges to satisfy them.
I think he will certainly listen to them. I mean, Zuckerberg is a terrific politician. He's also a terrific CEO. I mean, Jonas, I'll push back a little bit. There's this sense of, CEOs, anyone could do it. Anyone could create these companies.
No.
That's not true.
Different.
And again, I mean, if you don't like these, and again, a lot of these companies have come public with these kind of superstructures.
Right.
If you don't like it, you can just be a consumer. I've never owned a share of Facebook, but I use it every day. I've never paid a cent for it. Ain't America grand?
Yeah, but there are activist shareholders who try to influence the stock by the amount of shares that they have, and a lot of these people have millions of them.
And let's be clear, the business model is you don't pay, but somebody pays for your information, okay?
And they sell it and make money off it, so that's the beauty. It doesn't matter that you pay.
Zuck's brand equity has been in decline for a few years, as have a lot of these people, because the public has decided, right or wrong, that the 30-year past they've had, that other, the amount of oversight, say, someone running an oil company would get.
When he ditched that hoodie, that's when it all turned on.
It's why they've grown. They've had less
that's the attitude. And you know what? And that's what has you get Zuckerberg marched in and lectured in front of all these Congress people.
Yeah. But it's not. Hold on a second. It's not just Susan. It's not just shareholders. A lot of advertisers are upset too, because apparently they were doing some fiddling with the number of hits that they were getting. A lot of it wasn't on the up and up.
And they weren't getting as many eyeballs as they had advertised to the advertisers. So if there's shareholders
and advertisers that are complaining, he's got to listen. He's got to change policy.
Look, it's, they may say that power corrupts, but if you have 60% voting rights, at what point do you, I don't know, somebody has to step in? Is it Cheryl? Is it somebody else that says?
He's going to pay for the loss of wealth. I mean, his wealth is tied up in the company, and so he's going to lose money if he keeps screwing up. He needs to go back to the hoodie. I'm telling you.
$1 billion when you're worth 75? It means
nothing.
Well,
if the stock goes down another 40%.
If the stock falls, it's all. I mean, on the way up, when everyone's making money,
everybody loves them.
Exactly.
Wear whatever you want. Wear a robe to Congress.
Last word. Coming up next, more from